My mission, my purpose is to be a thought leader, is to be a person to spread light, is to be a person that proclaims the knowledge of self. My life is dedicated to dedicating myself to my own mastery. So with that being said, I feel like the only purpose and the only job I have to do on this earth every day is to simply study thy own self. Is to master thy own self. And once you know who you are, once you know thy own self, you know that you are everything. And once you are seeking that every day, once you are seeking what you are every day, you know that you are everything, right? So everything starts to gravitate towards you. Everything starts to make sense. You start to understand everything because you're seeking yourself and you know that you are everything, and everything around you is you. And you're with you just knowing that, you're just collecting a bunch of information. And the information is the information that's within your own self, your own being, your own consciousness, your own mind, which is all that there is consciousness. And I just feel like, okay, so we know that 95% of our reality is ran off our subconscious. And if you look up the word subconscious, and if you study what the subconscious is, you will know that we move, we feel, we act on things that we aren't necessarily aware of. That's why when we go through situations and we are in certain circumstances and that time goes by, that's why time makes things a lot more clearer, because we aren't conscious at the time. You know, we're in our subconscious. We're just, damn, that's crazy, right? So with that being said, because I don't know, 95% of our reality is based on our subconscious, and only 5% is conscious. So to me, with that, having that information, with me knowing that, I know that I could be going through experiences and circumstances, dealing with people that I'm truly not aware of, which is crazy. But once we know that, we can use that as a tool. It is a great, great, great tool. And with that being said, I feel like with us living a life based on most of our subconscious, it's sometimes hard for us to know our purpose or to live in our purpose. Even when you're given something, like a lot of times we are deceived by our reality because it's our subconscious playing out, you know? It's our subconscious playing out, so it can come to you as an illusion. And I only say this because a lot of people chase things that aren't for them. A lot of people are influenced by things that is external from them, that's outside of them. And because the attraction, because the energy, because parts of you are identifying with who you are, you attach yourself to that without being fully aware of that information, of what that is, of that catalyst, of that experience, of what that's being used for. Because everything that's outside of you, everything that's being displayed in front of you, where you're literally walking around in your own mind, but this isn't just any part of your mind. You're not conscious of this mind. This is infinite possibilities of your consciousness. Infinite possibilities of your consciousness. So just imagine the things that will come to you and that you will try to make sense without even knowing what it really is. It can play out in many ways. And me speaking like this will not even make sense to most people. But people who do understand this frequency and understand that realm of reality, it will make plenty of fucking sense to you. It will make a lot of sense to you. But the purpose of this video is that I understand that, you know, a lot of people get lost in their subconscious. A lot of people get lost without actually being conscious of what they're doing. And it is very important for you to know just that information itself. 95% of our reality is based on our subconscious. And our subconscious is, we're not aware. 5% is only conscious. So we're only aware 5% of the time of everything that's happening, the things that we're feeling, the things that we're acting out, the things that we're doing. That's why, again, I will say this again, when things happen, and time go by, you look back like, damn, why did I think like that? Why did I think that was okay? Or why did I not know that? Because you were living out your subconscious. We are 95% living out in our subconscious. So I'm putting that in your mind. You hear subconscious, 90. You hear that because I'm putting that out in the universe. I'm putting that out in my mind. That 95% of our reality is based on our subconscious, and 5% is based on our consciousness. You know? Practice and look into that and try to be as in tune as you can. The only thing we can do is be aware of ourselves. Is to know that. It's to simply know that I'm walking around in my mind. I'm walking around in my subconscious right now with infinite possibilities, and anything, any form, any vessel can come to me at this very moment, positive or negative. You know, if you know that, you wouldn't, when I realized that, when I was given that tool, everything wasn't so personal. Things were no longer personal. Everything was information. Everything was telling me something about myself. And once you know that, once you internally know that, you're not just hearing me, once you truly understand that, I see it's a difference between being influenced and being enlightened. See, when you are influenced, then you can unconsciously just be doing shit just because you're influenced by it. Understand me? But when you are enlightened is more so of awakening. You are more than understanding. You're overstanding the situation internally, you know? And shit, that's what I wanted to say.